Hey there everyone, this is Shady Girl, welcome back to more Pokemon X. Doing post commentary this time and double speed as well, because this place took me literally 35 minutes to get out of because I got lost. Like I said I was going to do. But anyway, I kind of really want to show the main reason for wanting to use repels in this place. And it's this guy, Mr. Wobbuffet. He shows up here, he just ruins your day because it has Shadow Tag, which means you can't switch. And he has Counter, he has Destiny Bond, and if you hurt it sufficiently enough in one hit, Counter Mirror Coat, depending on which move you did, is going to kill you. And to top that off, he also has Destiny Bond, which if you kill him, then he kills you. Both Callie, from what I can tell, both Callie and Gearburn, they could actually do a number on Wobbuffet, so if you really want to train those two for basically Wobbuffet killing, it's basically using like Swagger or Swords Dance to set up until it's either not you think you're not going to be using Destiny Bond, and then just attack. Don't attack on the turn when you use Destiny Bond. Normally Wobbuffet goes last, so when it uses Destiny Bond, don't use it on the turn after it uses Destiny Bomb because it'll kill you, especially if you've been setting up Swords Dance to like +6 and then you decide to attack it and it's like, oh, I'm just going to use Destiny Bomb on the final turn of Swords Dance, and I'm like, oh darn, I'm going to have to go ahead and kill it. But anyway, this trainer's here, this Doduo just wants to be annoying. All it did though was just use Up Raw, which basically is just a normal attack. I think it does special. I think it's a special attack, which is weird for normal type moves. And also the nice thing about Up Raw, Swagger at least, is that it kills off Up Raw. But Up Raw has a secondary effect of stopping Pokemon from sleeping, so things like Hypnosis won't work, Rest definitely won't work. But here's a new guy. This is what's it called now? I kind of missed it. It's a Helio. It's a Helio thingamabob, and Mr. Helio thingamabob is actually the other guy we could have found when we were on the Rhyhorn earlier, and I couldn't find him for whatever reason. But yeah, Swagger for play, Hypnosis if I want to, and all is good. Last Pokemon is a Granbull. What should I really be using here, because it's pure Fairy type now instead of normal. And Callie, as it turns out, it's 4 times weak to Fairy, so that's the thing. Also has Intimidate, which means, oh, I kind of have no power on my Fake Out, but all Fake Outs does to do is just get free damage anyway. And I honestly don't care about my attack on Jess because he's a special attacker. So there's that, and I'm just going to side-shock it to death. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but off screen I did teach Jess Thunder Wave. Also, as for future spoilers, I actually thought there was an item here, but I've already picked it up. Future spoilers, 2 of the Pokemon are going to be evolving in this area, and I'm going to be evolving more Pokemon later as well, because I'm actually going to do a little bit of off-screen grinding after finally getting out of this mess. And after seeing the second Wobbuffet, it was just like, well, there we go, Shadow Tag. And Shadow Tag also means I can't switch Callie out either. So basically, Callie has to kill this thing. So Swagger fell play and hope that counter it doesn't hit me with a counter. Oh, Destiny Bond. But yeah, the thing about this, I thought maybe I should use repels. Also, what I did before actually starting this recording, I actually left the place and bought a ton of repels. But as it turns out, there's something that I could actually do here, and somebody actually points it out in game. Which is why my team is actually a little bit different. As you can see, I don't have Ziggy, but I actually have a Pikachu instead. Basically, I wanted something that could learn a certain TM as well as Strength, and Pikachu could both learn these TMs. But this Battle Girl here, she has a Throw. Throw appears in Pokemon Y as the alternative to Sock. Might have mentioned that before, but that's basically what happens. Psybeam pretty much 3-hit kills it. Not gonna lie, I could do a little bit more special attack on Callie here, but I'm thinking what I might be doing with the Callie eventually, as she's almost ready to evolve, is I'm probably going to make her into a mixed attacker. I mean, currently the main thing I currently have with her is, well, that really hurt because that's Hollow she used an aerial ace. But since she has Swag Play, basically what's going to happen is a lot of things are just going to be Swagger, Foul Play. Was really hoping that Nightwing could get some experience here because I kind of really want it to evolve, but as it turns out, it's kind of revealed most of its moveset to me. Aerial Ace is not going to do anything, Rock Throw is not going to do anything to Gear Burn, and if it has any form of fight move, it's just not going to hurt because it won't work on Ghost, so I can just set up all day, fling an Aerial Ace its way, and that is a dead Halucha. And Gear Burn grew to level 33. Great. That Goddess Healing Sword is well, Healing Sword? No, it's a Goddess Killing Sword. I've played Rebirth too. Of course I've done. But yeah, up there is no way out. We can't do anything with that. So you have to go down to the second floor, and this first person you see here can actually heal your Pokemon. So yeah, it's actually a decent place to grind. But this tourist here, she caught me because she was spinning around, and she has a Nidorina. Pretty easy because I have Psybeam, and don't have to worry about. Well, I said I didn't have to worry about poison, but poison still got lucky and poison poke out here. So yeah, two-shot the Nidorina. I really need more special attack investment in Callie, I'll be honest. It's either that or do physical attacks, but I'm kind of having Gear Burn be the physical attack of the group, along with Suka. But yeah, here's Tiano, and he gives us the HM Flash, and he actually explains how Flash works. Basically, in Pokemon X and Y, there are actually no caves in the actual area where you actually need Flash to light up a dark area. So what it does instead, it actually zooms the cave area out so you can see a lot more, and it also reduces encounter rates, similar to like using a repel. It does wear out. It does actually wear off occasionally, eventually, but I might as well just try it out because well, it kind of made me buying all those repels a bit redundant, but it's not like I'm going to be using Pikachu full time anyway. But this battle guy, he has Sock. We've seen him before. He just keeps spamming Retaliate, but what I was going to try and do, put him to sleep, Swagger, Foul Play. What I probably should have done is just spammed Psybeam from the get-go. But yeah, it's just not literally doing nothing but Retaliate. And Retaliate only really works well first turn after your opponent, after you've KO'd somebody. So basically, one of your Pokemon gets KO'd, send the guy with Retaliate out, and it does double power, and usually it kills things. Now, Callie reached level 30 and he's going to evolve, but you have to do one specific thing to get it to evolve at this stage, and that is to turn your DS upside down. So basically, when I saw Callie grow to level 30, I was pretty much like, I am going to have to do the rest of this battle upside down, just to ensure that she actually does evolve. But Asuka's also really close on evolving as well, so I'm going to put her on the top and just have her do some battles. And battle with Psychic, which has a Chime Echo. And Lick actually does a considerable amount of damage considering that it's a pretty weak attack, and it's causing the uproars again. And kind of got lucky I got the paralysis, but it's not that, honestly, it's not like I really need it. But turns out Aerial Ace does about as much damage to the Lick anyway, and that was a super effective hit. So go figure. Sends out to Golett. I thought about doing the same thing, but Golett's part ground, so Water Pulse is starve and it'll kill it anyway. So there we go. There's another guy here. Apparently this guy is like lost his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure his girlfriend's probably the trainer with the Nidorina we saw earlier, but if I was training Callie some more, then probably would have been second verse, same as the first. But instead I decided, water pulse, using Asuka here. Kinda got lucky with the quick attack not getting react with poison point. But yeah, there's a hyper potion there, really good. It heals 200 HP, which we don't have yet. But these two, they have a double battle, which is unavoidable because of the mirror. And it's with a combi and a Vesper Queen. Vesper Queen has pressure, and combi is just a combi. As far as when I was playing this, I don't think it really actually did anything because I picked on it. Pressure, basically when you target Pokemon that has pressure, it basically uses 2 PP instead of 1. Most legendaries have it. Vesper Queen's unique in this regard, because it's not really legendary. And yeah, it's just set up with Swords Dance and a couple of early releases, just nuke the thing. There's one last trainer here, and it's this guy. I believe this guy is an Absol, if memory serves, and this Absol kicked me in the teeth. It also didn't help. I was actually like, oh crud, I probably should have healed before I went to this trainer. So he basically got he basically had a turn to actually bite, and turn to bite did pretty much the entirety of the super potion. So I went, you know what? No. You can bite Nightwing and hope for Flame Body, but that didn't happen. And Nightwing died again. For like the second time this episode. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to bring Jess in, I'm going to T-Wave, and I'm just going to shenanigans. And he taunted me. I don't care because I was actually going to switch out anyway. I was considering who to switch out to. But I decided, no, I have the fairy type move here in Disarming Voice. All he was doing was biting away, and Absol's dead to Disarming Voices. And there is 36 for Asuka, and that means she's actually going to evolve at the end of this, which is pretty great. Actually, probably one of my favourite starters ever, really. So basically, what's happened here is it sent out its pincer. All it really did was harden, and it just really became a battle of attrition between me Sword Dancing up and him using harden. That plus 6, I couldn't really risk having him just harden anymore because eventually it's just going to be like status quo. So I just set up a couple of times and then smacked with an aerial ice, which was like the main intention, but couldn't really do that. But anyway, like I said, level 36, Frogadier evolves into Greninja, who is a really awesome ninja type Pokemon, which is why I named Asuka as she did in the first place. She also learns Water Shuriken as soon as she evolves, which is a priority attack that hits between 2 and 5 turns. It's really great. So like I said, unlike most of the things that take 2 to 5 turns, it has priority, and I believe it's unique in that it's, I was gonna say it's a move that's not normal type, but I'm probably horribly wrong on that. Anyway, I missed that black belt though. I was kind of going for it before, and completely forgot about it. Basically, it improves the fighting type. It improves fighting type moves. Basically, if you hold on to it. Now, this route where I'm going upstairs, where I got that iron, that's actually where you're supposed to go. But I actually want to go downstairs here because there's other things, such as this Pokeball, which is an Earth Plate. It's basically like the Mind Plate, except it's for ground types. And over here, you might think there's no way out, but there actually is if you actually look at the reflection in the mirror. And here's where you actually see Flash isn't perfect. It's starting to I'm starting to get random battles again. I thought maybe I have to renew Flash, but no, it said no, you can't use Flash again. But The only other thing of importance though is that Gyro Ball TM. I think there's something important with that glowy area there, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. And I was like, oh my god, it's another Wobbuffet. But like I said, here's the easy way of dealing with Wobbuffet with the team I've got. Just basically set it with Swords Dance, and then either Shadow Claw or Shadow Sneak pretty much one hit kills it. If it uses, if it decides it's going to use Destiny Bond, which is what it did here, I'm just going to have to waste another turn using Swords Dance, and then kill it with Shadow Claw. I don't think the crit actually mattered, let's be honest. But there we go. And from this, oh, there's actually one last guy. It's a hiker, and I believe all he has is Sandiles, which could arguably be a problem for Gearburn because Santoon, like some Santoon and Bite, could really do a number. Santoon seems to be doing a number, but it's not a very good number. Incidentally, yeah, Santoon actually dies off when the opponent's killed, so that's the thing. And I'm actually going to show off Water Shuriken for the first time. I mean, I might as well. Kills it in 2 hits. Like I said, it hits 2 to 5 times. And Diggersby, this is the evolution of Bunnelby. It has ground typing to its no normal ground, which means Water Shuriken kills it. I don't think the third hit actually mattered to do it was a crit or not, so yay for flinging water-based shurikens around. Also for standard B moves. But yeah, this is why I need brought Pikachu, because I'm going to strengthen Flash, so I can strengthen the boulder there. This woman is important. You need to bring Landorus or Terrakion, not Terrakion, but the 3 Genie Pokemon from Generation 5. You bring them to her and you get the Reflection Mirror, which changes them to alternative forms. But here we're in Shallow City, which is pretty much where I end off the video. Or at least that was the original plan, because that took like 34 minutes. But yeah, I kind of have to do other stuff here. But basically, I scouted out the next route as far as I possibly could. And, well, Route 12 it's called. And the Pokemon breeder here will not let you through. Basically, you've got to beat the gym leader before he'll let you through. But it doesn't matter, because I'm actually going to A, do some bit of level grinding, and B, catch a Pokemon that is going to be for the team, and is also going to fill out a criteria for one of the 3 criteria I pretty much mentioned at the start of this project. I already have one of the criteria sorted out in the fact that I have a Fairy-type Pokemon. Now the criteria I'm actually going to be going for here is a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. And Mareep's full evolved form in Ampharos can actually Mega Evolve, and I'll be getting to see Mega Stone pretty soon. So basically the idea here is to go after the fastest possible Mareep after killing one, but unfortunately static happened. So basically Ziggy is, how we say, a bit useless at the moment, but he's happily going to sponge hits, like, for a while. He's also going to sponge a lot of Cotton Spore, which is going to make him even slower. And Ziggy doesn't actually have any priority. Now, the Mareep I'm going for is the Mareep in the top left corner, the female one, not the one I just fainted. Basically because that's the one that's going first out of the rest of the horde. Mareep you can actually only find in a horde, which is why I brought Illumise with me again, because it has Sweet Scent, and it just makes it easy for me to actually go look for the horde in question. You can also, as far as hordes go, you can actually find hordes of Miltank and Tauros, and sometimes they will mingle in the same battle. They actually don't. They're actually unlike the Zangoose and Seviper horde, which I showed a few videos ago. They won't actually fight to each other. They will actually go ahead and gang up on you. So yeah, there's that. But you can also find Tauros and Miltank separately. So there's actually literal no need to panic at all. But eventually, after like Cotton sporing me half to death and just Essentially, they pretty much growled me to the point where I wasn't actually one-shotting them, which is like one part good, one part not really that great. As you can see, cut barely did like 2/3 damage there. So that, alright, fine. I can weaken the one that I actually want, and it turns out because they growled at me again, it barely did half. So that was kind of concerning, but yeah, they're actually literally helping me now. Basically what I was trying to do is trying to rock smash to kill the other Marine, but growling happens again, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to kill this Marine now. And then knowing that, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and nab the target Marine. Like, sock it in the face. And that really should be enough to capture it. And I was thinking, probably about this time I probably would have brought Callie around, because usually my strategy with catching Pokemon is to paralyze them and then try and catch them. But you can't with Mareeps because they're electric type Pokemon, and they can't be paralyzed in this generation. So the thing I actually have to do here is to put them to sleep, which I don't even think I did. I pretty much just said maybe I should chuck a nest, but maybe I should just chuck a ball. And I just thought, you know what, level ball, not level ball, the nest ball, which I found in the reflecting cave, I might as well use that, because levels are significantly higher on my side than it is for their side. And what would you know, it crit captured. So, hooray, lucky me. Also, in case you didn't notice there, I've been grinding up in the Pokemon and me as well. Everybody on the team is actually maxed out now. So you can see that to get different text for instead of like what would certain Pokemon do, it's like certain Pokemon is awaiting Hitomi's next move and things like that. But it also does other things like it allowing you to wake from sleep ridiculously early, increase critical hits, being able to survive attack with 1 HP, things like that. Well, this Mareep, it's getting a nickname. It is getting nicknamed Sparkle. I believe this was, I think it was either the anime or the manga version of the Ampharos in the Tower in Goldenrod. No, it's Goldenrod. It's the other one. But anyway, unfortunately off screen, the Mareep actually evolved whilst I was training into Flaffy. It evolves at level 15. But whilst I was also level grinding, Gearburn also evolves. It doesn't evolve at level 36 though, it evolves at 35. Basically, after Flaffy evolves, like, I don't really want to miss another evolution on camera, so I stopped its evolution at 35 and let it evolve at 36 whilst I had the capture programming running. So yeah, a little note there. Honedge evolves at 35 and not at 36 like I did here. There's actually no other advantage to it. It's like I won't learn any move afterwards. And well, you can see some professional editing here, as I thought, maybe I should just try and just put it in here when, since I'm just post-commentating this, I didn't really need to, and I could just put it in the next episode. But also in this episode, well, I'm just going to show Gearburn's doing farm off against the Chatot, which is a pain in the ass. Basically, these things just like sending poor Gearburn to sleep, and Gearburn's are like, through sheer force of willpower, I'm just going to wake up. Also, you can pet a sword for whatever reason. If the affection value is really high after playing Pokemon Me, if you scribble on the touchpad at the end of a battle, then you can actually pet your Pokemon like that. But at level 36, well, actually no, it's not level 36, it's level 35. Fletchinder evolves into Talonflame. And basically, most of my team is fully evolved now. More editing shenanigans from me. Doublade is not going to evolve into its final form for a long time because it needs an evolutionary stone, which you only get late game. So, yeah, that's pretty much the only non-evolved Pokemon I have at the moment. But yeah, that's it from Post Commentary Me. In the next episode, I'm going to go challenge the gym leader, fight and win. And probably evolve Flapping Twamfros while I'm at it. So take care, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao!